lot of fashion designers face this fear when they want to make an outfit. Sometimes you know what you're doing, you know you can do it, but executing is an entirely different ball game. In this video, let's address our fears. You're welcome back to the channel. My name is Kemi Omorugbe. In case you are new here, on this channel we share sewing tutorials, we have fashion business talks like these, vlogs around the fashion business, and any other fun thing along the way basically. If you're new to the channel, please ensure that you subscribe and join the fam. Thank you. In this video, like I have mentioned, we'll be addressing the fears we face as fashion designers, or anybody in the creative industry have this type of fear or a similar fear. Is the fear of executing a design. So have you ever been in a situation where your client brings in a design and probably you don't want to say no because you have been saying no a lot of times, but you even in as much as you have learned and you feel like you can do this, but at the same time you are anxious, you are worried, you are afraid. This happens a lot, especially for those who have been working under people. Let's assume you completed your training in a fashion school or an apprenticeship program and you move on to maybe doing some internship. It is assumed that you can do a lot of things already, especially after internship. But at the same time, you still find yourself thinking, I can't really do this, because you have been under a kind of supervision all along. You may start having this gripping fear about standing on your own and just doing it by yourself. You are not alone. A lot of us had to break through that fear one way or the other. Let me share some tips with you that can help you scale through that fear, manage the fear, or even walk with the fear. The first thing I would like to say is confidence comes through learning. Guys, if there are topics you struggle with, just go ahead, take that upgrade course and learn some more in those specific areas. It doesn't matter even if you are through with fashion school, learning doesn't stop there, or even if you have been an intern for a while, it doesn't stop there. I still take courses like every other month just to upgrade my skill. The same thing with many other fashion designers who are actively into their brand. You have to upgrade your knowledge every now and then. So you see those specific areas that you are finding challenging, go ahead and learn some more about that. You can definitely not gain any kind of confidence if you actually don't know what you're doing. That's just the truth. What I see is a lot of people, maybe they just go on YouTube, they see some videos, but at the same time, they just know that I'm not yet there. I'm just not yet there. You are still not satisfied with even the personal learning. Go under somebody, either online or you go for a physical training just to update your knowledge or upgrade. Or there's a confidence that comes from witnessing a design being brought to life. And guys, it may be difficult for you to develop it just by yourself without learning some more. Secondly, there's the class of people that actually they have learned, they know how to do this, but they are still afraid to go ahead and do it. Personalities differ. Some of us are introverts, some are extroverts, and one of the challenges that introverts face is fear. So introverts can have this gripping fear even if they know what they are doing, like they are talented. It's very common to find this among introverts. They deal with fear, self-doubt, and a lot of internal battles emotionally. If you fall in that class, learning may not be the only way for you. You will have to give it all it takes to believe in yourself. Know that you have got this, girl. You can do this. Stop doubting yourself. Stop thinking other people are better than you. Believe in yourself. Look at you. You are so talented already. We know that. Take a look at some of your past projects, some things you were able to do. Now tell me, were you not still having that fear, that fear in you, but yet you went ahead and you did it? Did it come out right or not? Now look back at all of those things and build your confidence, build your belief in yourself, trust your process. The truth is, even if you don't get it, what's the worst that can happen? Like, is somebody going to die? No. It's fabric that is going to be ruined. And one thing I would say for those kind of people is that you practice. Don't wait till somebody brings a dress for you to sew. And even if they do bring that dress and you accept to take on that project, drop that fabric, get another fabric and practice. It's just as simple as that. What's the worst that can happen? You don't get it, or it gets ruined one way or the other. So if you experience that kind of fear, I will advise you that you should take time to practice. Doing it kind of eliminates the fear completely. You must learn to do things afraid. Even when you're afraid, don't stop. Don't let that fear stop you. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Let me repeat that, because that's one thing. I'm an introvert, guys, and that's one thing I've had to learn to do over the years. I can basically be anxious about something and I'll be there executing it. For instance, when I started filming, whenever I take on like a new design, a new project, I still have that gripping fear, but you have to master your fear and don't let it control you. Get to a point where, despite the fact that you are afraid, you're doing it. You're going ahead to create that design, and you gain confidence when you see what you are able to do. Most time, it's not like you cannot do it too. It's just I don't know how to put it, but once you are able to follow through with that fear, you go ahead and still do the work, and you are seeing the result, like everything becomes clear to you that, okay, so the next time you have similar designs to execute or similar projects to take on, you are done with that. On to the next. So probably you take the next stage and it happens again. You still go through that entire process of convincing yourself, believing in yourself that you can do it, going ahead to do it, even if it means doing it twice, like that's doing a sample before the actual sewing if you're a fashion designer, and all of that, and then you master that fear again. That's how you grow through your fear. You do it afraid. So on a practical note, let's say a client brings a design on, you just experience that fear, and you are anxious about it. Now, these are the things you should do. First, take a critical look at the design analysis. Analyze the design. One, start with the style lines on the clothes. Does it have a princess dart? Does it have only a shoulder or a waist dart? Does it have a bust dart? How can I manipulate my darts to get these style lines? Or is it even dartless? Observe the silhouette, whether it's free flowing, whether it's fitting the bodies and all that. Then you have to observe the grain lines. Do you need to cut out this fabric on bias, or can it just be a straight cut? Those are the things you need to look. Then also, some fabrics are not suitable for everything. You cannot use Ankara to sew, what will I say now? There are just some fabrics you cannot use for some designs. They won't come out really nice. So those are the things you need to observe on the design of your outfit. Check if it has whether it has a peplum, whether it has any attachment. Do you need lace trimming? Is it a tube? Taking that critical look at your design help you understand the elements that makes that cloth look as it looks, and that can remove your fear. And there are also some designs that you see at first look, they look intimidating, right? So you're looking at this design and say, this is so much, I don't think I can do this. But when you take a critical look at the element, okay, oh, this is the bodice, okay, it's actually an off shoulder. Oh, all right, I'll just make use of a shoulder that, okay, I'll just put a part. Breaking it down into the elements kind of makes it easier. Then you look at the sleeve, what type of sleeve is it? Guys, style analysis can help you understand designs better and remove that fear you have of trying it out, okay? In addition, one thing you may need to do is to analyze the root cause of your fear. Maybe I should have stated this first. The reason why you are afraid. For some of us, it's because we associate the entire sewing process with a stressful situation. If you are the type that creates a design under stress, under pressure all the time. Now, let me address some of our Nigerian fashion designers that work under pressure all the time. Like, you can take on lots of job that you can't handle within a particular time frame, and then you keep taking it. The probability is that you become stressed, and the entire sewing process will be such a chaotic and stressful one for you that every time you think of making a design, you're somehow afraid. You have that fear that you are going into a stressful situation. Now, if that is your case, probably your mind just has this negative attitude to it because of the way it has been done in the past. You need to change that. You need to start scheduling your time properly and ensure that you are not working under pressure all the time. Guys, this is a creative industry. This sewing, creating design, it is creativity, and there is something stress does to your brain. It reduces your creativity. Like, you are less productive, you are less creative, you can't think, you rush through your work, you're not going to get the best out of the work. And in the next exposure, okay, when it's time for you to create another design, your brain and everything will be telling you, no, this is a negative situation, this is something you should be afraid of, this is something you should procrastinate on. So ensure that your sewing space relieves you of stress. One, it is neat and not chaotic. It is well arranged, properly arranged, well lit, and also make sure that you are not taking more than you can handle. Don't let it be that your clients are coming to request for their jobs and you are making calls. Some people even have to lie, okay, your design is ready, I'm not around, and all those kind of things. So subsequently, you are not going to like to sew, and you can start developing this fear for the entire process, and that may just be the reason why you are afraid to sew. Let's bring this video to a wrap. I hope this video has given you a new perspective on fear and how to address your fear of sewing. Not just of sewing, actually, of any form of creativity, like shoemaking, hair making. All of these things, they are kind of similar because we are all in the creative industry. Is an art, and it applies to all true and true. Thank you for watching. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do that. Give this video a thumbs up, and see you in the next video.